WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Listen on the app. Online, in the car. It's on all the time.
Ready, set, set.
I wrote to your station manager about your show, and the funny things that you think's funny aren't funny, yet you're still on the air.
Turn it up. We're giving the show.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. 601, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's house on a Thursday. Now, the weather person today got kind of wordy. They said showers and thunderstorms likely before 11. Then a slight chance of showers between 11 and 2. And then it's going to be mostly cloudy with gradual becoming sunny and 78.
Wow.
So I'll just break it down. It's going to rain, it's going to stop, sun coming out.
I like this new Doppler you got. This is really good.
Now, wind could be as gusting as 30 miles an hour, chance of it is 70%. But here's what's going to happen. It's going to rain, and then this afternoon it's going to stop, sun's going to come out, and it's going to be windy. 78 is a high, 72 right now.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Did you guys watch Good Times?
Yeah.
I watched it in reruns.
Oh, you did? So there is an R-rated animated reboot of Good Times coming out.
Really?
Yeah, so I guess what they're saying is that it's going to be on Netflix on April 12th, a Good Times reboot. It's actually animated, like I said, and Wanda Sykes is in it, Jay Farrow, Yvette Nicole Brown.
Interesting.
Sounds like the Boondocks a little bit.
Yeah.
They're saying that one of the characters is a drug-dealing baby.
That's not Good Times.
The characters are described as the latest generation of the Evans family from the original Norman Lear sitcom.
The Evans family was it was on the east side of Chicago. They were extremely poor, and it was just about them just trying to make it.
Just hard work and
Well,
trying
I
to make it.
mean, why not make your baby a drug dealer
They
if
didn't
you're
have
just
a
trying to
baby.
make it?
So
Well, this
just-
is like an R-rated reboot.
I know, they're just riding on the Good Times name,
Yeah, the
though,
name, yeah.
Because that's not the spirit of Good Times.
Yeah.
Good Times is that we made good times.
It was in the project.
Even though times were hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a good show.
It was very good. And then they had contract disputes, and the dad died.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. The reboot is trying to ruin it, so
Yeah.
like normal. 81-year-old Judge Judy. I love her.
She is awesome. I watch her every night.
She got the biggest radio TV contract in history right now.
I think she's ever.
Yeah, she makes like $94 million a year, and
Yeah.
she records like literally for like 30 days. They just
And that's it.
cram all the recording into that time, and then she just chills.
She says she works out every day for a total of 10 hours a week.
Good
At
for her.
81 years old.
I believe
it. Good for her.
Yeah, she's like, I have a responsibility to keep this vessel in shape and looking good. If your mind is in shape and your body is not, the weaker one will eventually affect the other. And I'm like, wow.
That was deep.
Everybody evolves, but her show is the exact same. You watch it now.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
It works.
Same show.
I
Yep,
love it.
yep,
We
yep.
watch it, and now we
Yep.
can tell the second Judge Judy turns on someone. We're like,
really?
oh, it's
Here you
over.
come. Here you
It's
come.
over.
She like has this face that like, and then she like sits up a little bit. I don't know. I like her too. So, but her husband, who is 90 years old, works out with her every day as well. And I'm like, I love this. But instead of having a trainer, they prefer to go at their own pace, at their own home gym. So she does the treadmill and all that stuff and resistance strength training. But I'm like,
it's cool
that's
if you got a room or your garage dedicated to working out. The only excuse you have is you.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
if you have
Right
somebody
there.
to do it with you
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
my 90-year-old husband is
Yep.
working out, I'm working out as well.
Yep.
Some nasty food that actors actually had to eat while filming.
Ugh.
So Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke, she ate the stallion heart, and it was actually solidified jam that tasted like bleach and raw pasta, she said.
Ew.
She had to eat it 28 times, and she had a spit bucket next to her because it was so gross. Batman Returns, Danny DeVito, he ate that raw blue fish.
I remember that, yeah.
They're saying it was like a mix of mouthwash and some type of like algae.
Ugh.
Yeah, Christian Bale ate real maggots for Rescue Down.
What?
Yep.
Is he real?
Leonardo
he's
DiCaprio.
He's one of them real ones, man.
know.
Not me.
Leonardo DiCaprio ate raw bison liver for The Revenant.
Yes, that was such a good movie. I could see that.
So I'm like, these actors, say what you want. They're
I'm
actually
like,
going
I'm
in.
like, excuse me, look, y'all know I'm in here for the part and all that, but with the technology we have, can't y'all build something that look like a buffalo heart?
Right.
You know, like
right?
I've seen a cake.
Yeah.
It looks like
Just like I'm saying, make it at least taste good. Come on now.
Could you do that for us,
That's
please?
why they're all A-list. Like, they get all the good
Yeah.
roles, and we're like, nah,
Yeah.
couldn't be me.
No, that's how it works, man. Stories that are weird, unusual, but true are on the way right here on Johnny's House. Hey, it's Johnny Magic from Johnny's House. We're taking Johnny's House on the road.
Johnny's House Podcast live at the Beecham, downtown Orlando, Saturday, April 6th.
All your favorite segments from our show live on stage at the Beecham.
Get your tickets at tkx.live. That's tkx.live. Then click on Johnny's House. Preferred seating is sold out, so get your tickets before the entire show sells out.
You make Johnny's House happen. We can spend a night with you. It's taking place Saturday, April 6th at the Beecham. Tickets on sale right now.
Be extra careful on the Central Florida roads this morning. A little wet from the rain overnight, hopefully. You get where you're going safely. But if the worst happens, in a wreck, need a check, you know who to call. Attorney Dan Newland. Billions of dollars recovered for accident victims. Dan and his great team standing by to fight for you. You can meet the whole team online at newlandlaw.com. Get a free case review. Chat with an actual attorney 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Free consultations. Give them a call, 407-888-8000. In a wreck, need a check, just call Attorney Dan Newland.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Just mix a packet of Eucora with water and drink it when you need support, like right after intimacy. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer, on average, got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Orlando and throughout Florida.
So my home is also my office, and before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
From the Bogan Munz & Munz Weather Center. Injured? Choose results. Choose Bogan Munz & Munz.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
.18 Thursday morning. It's going to rain this morning, and then by this afternoon, the sun's going to come out, but it's going to be kind of breezy. Looking for a high today of 78, 72 right now. Weird stories that happen to be true. What's up, Brian Grimes?
If you're a fan of waffles any time of the day, this could affect you.
Mm-hmm.
No. Now, we talked to someone when they had called in, and they were talking about how they were going to walk out, or they did walk out of the Waffle House. Remember?
Okay, yep.
Well, it's really happening.
Yeah.
It's going to happen in Atlanta. The Waffle House workers are going to go on strike. They said they are tired of everything going on at the Waffle House, and they're going to go on strike. They want a pay increase. They got 3 demands. A pay increase to $25 an hour. On-site 24/7 security.
I knew it.
At least at night.
And they want the $3 per shift meal deduction be removed. Because right now, if you work at Waffle House, they deduct $3.
Yeah.
Basically saying you're probably going to eat something. Even if you don't eat, they take away $3, it says.
Yeah.
So they want those 3 things taken away. If not, they're going to go on
And it makes sense. You got to cook. You have a server, and the server also doubles as the register. So you usually have 3 people in there.
Yeah.
So if something breaks off, somebody got to stop what they're doing and go handling it. It can't be the cook because he's cooking. So, yeah,
I mean, $25 is a lot, though.
I don't know about the money-wise, but some security up in there.
You could remove the $3 per shift meal deduction.
Yes.
You could remove that. I don't $25 an hour. I don't know the economics of their business, but I think that might be kind of steep. But the 24-hour security also is going to cost a lot of money, but it is necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to a few Waffle Houses that are a little sketch.
Man, you seen the video of that lady? She threw a chair at her and she blocked it.
Yeah.
Tossed it back, and you're like, man. And then at that point,
I don't know how you can be mad at the Waffle House though.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's usually drunk people.
It's drunk people.
They got touch tunes too. You can
Yeah.
sit there, eat your waffle, your biscuits and gravy, and play whatever you want on the touch tunes.
Yeah.
I love that place.
Yeah.
It's utopia.
I get it.
So y'all need to get it together.
In Atlanta, there are a lot of Waffle Houses.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Lots
Waffle
them.
Houses.
Lots
Yep.
of them. Yeah. We have one by my house that we go to all the time. Also in Atlanta, this guy's cool. This guy might be my new hero. He's the Atlanta Magnet Man. So he rides around on a bike that's got a trailer attached, and it's equipped with a heavy-duty magnet, a whole bunch of them, and it picks up all the metal debris on the road. He said he did it because he wanted to start saving people from running over screws, bolts, nuts that are causing all these flat tires.
Okay.
And now he's become like a local superhero. He's picked up over 410 pounds of metal junk from the streets just with this magnet. He just rides around, magnet sucks it all up, and he picks it up and puts it in the the back, and he gives it to local artists that use scrap metal to make art.
Oh, that's cool.
I like the guys who are now metal fishing. They get this big metal and they toss it in a lake and they pull up guns. They pull up a lot of guns.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm on in San Antonio and through the Riverwalk. There's people that do that, and they pull up all kinds of stuff, which is crazy. So, but this guy's great because I've already had all kinds of windshields cracked on 429 and flat tires, and this dude's trying to stop that. So that's pretty cool. He's now trying to raise money so he can buy a more powerful magnet and a local place that's selling like a street sweeper he can attach to his bike.
So he's not doing anything. He just has the magnet there and go about his life, and it picks it up.
Yeah, he's the Atlanta Magnet Man.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe one day I'll become the Orlando Magnet Man, like when it's all said and done, and I ain't got nothing else to do. And if you're an unusually hairy man, you got some of those running around. You may want to not go up to the Washington area next month. Because there's a guy that called the sheriff's office up in Washington, and he said he was curious because he's coming up on vacation. Is he allowed to hunt Sasquatch? Bigfoot.
Wow.
He actually called the dude.
That's a good question.
And he asked the guy, hey, I'd like to know if Bigfoot hunting is legal. Do I need a special license?
Yeah.
Because I'll be there next month on vacation.
By hunting, he means kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sheriff's office told him, well, you really need to call the Fish and Wildlife office.
Yeah, right?
He said, well, I already called them. They told me to call you.
Because it doesn't exist, sir. But,
So they passed it up the chain of command. And he said, look, I'm not only going to kill the male ones. I wouldn't shoot a female. I said, I wouldn't do that. That's not in my DNA to shoot at a lady. But I just want to make sure I'm allowed to kill the male Bigfoots.
I would ask, okay, do you plan on consuming it? Because isn't that hunting? You consume.
Or you can hang his head on your wall if you'd like.
Yeah.
So, the sheriff that he finally got in touch with said, okay, a couple of things here. One, the place you're going to go that you told me you're going to isn't in my jurisdiction. So my hands are clean.
Nobody wants to answer that question.
But two, I'm pretty sure there are no Sasquatch up here in Washington.
Yeah.
So, but if you're a hairy dude, don't go through walking through the woods next month in Washington.
I like that. Man, so I got some free time. If he's up here, I'm going to try to find him. And if I find him, I'm going to kill him. Do I have your permission?
Do I need a license of some sort? Because I'd hate to get a fine.
And everybody's been, hey, man, you better call so-and-so.
They passed him to four different people.
Yeah, because they didn't have an answer for that. No one's ever called to say, can I kill
Yeah, but I bet you they called him in advance.
Oh, they probably said, oh, come
I
here,
bet
come
you
here,
the Fish and Wildlife guy was like calling the police station, hey, listen,
Hey,
listen.
y'all about to get a phone call.
Yeah, this guy's going to call you.
And he's dead serious.
Yeah.
And they find out, he's not joking. It's like, nah, man, Sasquatch ain't here, bro.
Yeah, no.
You're going to do your thing. All right, we come back. We'll talk about working when you're ill. Do you go to work or you stay at home? It's on the way on Johnny's House.
From Lake Mary to Lake Buena Vista. Did somebody say Disney? You're waking up with Johnny's House on XL 1067.
Luke Bryan, Johnny's house on a Thursday, 6:35. When you're not feeling well, do you work or do you stay home? We're going to get into that on Johnny's house. Usher Pitbull, DJ got us falling in love today. I mean, everybody's talking about Usher. Usher. Why he ain't talking? P. Diddy, Usher.
Didn't he say something?
It's a surfaced video from in the past when he said some interesting,
questionable things.
Interesting things.
Well, he said that he would never, because he had to live with P. Diddy
at 13.
for over a year.
Yeah, when he's a kid.
And then they asked him, well, would you let your kids go live with P. Diddy? And he said, hell no.
He said it like that. Showers, thunderstorms likely. Then it's becoming mostly sunny by this afternoon and very breezy. 78 is our high, 72 right now. Rated average person spends how many hours a year working sick?
About 84 hours.
Really?
So just over 2 weeks, they go to work sick.
Huh. Now, these are people that are dedicated to the job, because there's a generation of people that they go, I ain't coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not going in.
So, but I mean, like, if you think about it, I always feel bad calling in sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that guilty. If you like your job, if you want to, like, be a team player.
I think we're at the point, if any one of us call in sick, then you're damn near dead.
Yeah.
I think
And
you
we
need
come-
to
and we-
be
yeah.
damn near dead before you call in sick,
Yeah.
or super contagious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now during COVID, it was hard for me because, I mean, that was the first time that I had to spend that time off. There wasn't a funeral or something like, and my house ain't burned down.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there going, can I work around it?
I know. Well, when you and I got COVID,
Yes.
I was out for 12 days.
Yeah, that's how it was
because
then.
I wasn't even allowed to come back to work, and I'm like,
yeah, they ain't allow you in the building.
yeah. So, but what they're saying is that they're saying that like people won't call into work because they want to power through it, or they just don't want their coworkers to think that they're lazy or a wuss.
I thought you guys were lazy when you didn't come in because you had COVID. I mean, I was here. I thought y'all were damn lazy.
You didn't have COVID.
Man, you don't know what it's like when they come in that room.
I really don't.
And they give you that piece of paper.
You feel gross.
Yeah, and they go, and they got the mask on. Yeah, okay, well, here, you tested positive. Make sure you get it to your boss, and you got to stay home for 14 days.
Yeah.
And you got questions, but they ain't got questions because they got to get to the next room.
Right.
You
yeah,
know.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't relate at all.
Yeah.
I've been on an airplane when someone went, I'm like,
Me too.
oh,
me
hey,
too.
hey, lady.
I still do that now.
Really?
When people cough, I'm like,
But
Oh,
the
my
one time I
goodness.
did call in sick here, I had strep.
Yeah.
And I know strep's super contagious, and we
Yeah.
talk onto microphones. So
Yeah.
that's the only time I ever called in because the doctor said, hey, you really shouldn't be around people. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because, I mean, with this survey, and we can have another survey where a generation of people don't want to come to work. See, now you don't have to call in. And we've mentioned this before when we had this topic. Back in the day, you had to call someone.
Yeah.
You had to pick up a phone and practice, if you weren't sick, practice being sick and to let that person know, hey, I'm not coming in today. It's a text message now.
And there was an art. I got to sound sick, but not too sick.
Yes.
I got to tell the story, but not
Yes.
overshare details because then it sounds made up. Like, there was an art to it.
Now, all you got to do is say, you set your alarm. Let's see, I'm going to text them up so-and-so. Set your alarm. Wake up. Hey, man, I'm sick. I'm not coming in today. All right. And go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
Then, back then, you couldn't go back to sleep because you had worked yourself into an Oscar-winning actor.
Yeah.
That you were so wound up. And there was some bosses like, we really need you. I mean, they used to question you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you cannot question
Bosses are
anyone.
different now.
Yes.
Like you're getting
Yes.
away with it. All you have to say is, I don't. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, back then it was like, hey, man, I think I got a fever. Well, listen, why don't you take a couple aspirins and come on in, and if you're sick, after about 2 hours, we'll let you go home.
Yeah.
No, you need to come in.
Just work a half day.
Yeah, work a half day because we're going to need you.
When I was in retail, they did that all the time. Like, hey, you know what? Just come in. We'll give you some light stuff to do.
Yes.
Because we really need you.
That was never.
And I went. I'm like, okay.
Man, and then when they say, I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know what it is, man. It hit me last night. Like, I woke up this morning, I'm dressed. I took a shower and everything. I got my keys in my hand. Chico, chico, chico. Well, you go ahead and stay home.
It's such an annoying thought to think that, like, if you do stay home being sick, it's like you do feel that guilty, like, feeling. But then when you go in feeling sick, you're like, damn, I don't feel good, right? Like, I really should not be here. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't going in.
Well, I've some people come here sick. I say, you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go home. I mean, I can tell you tried to make. Because my thing is this: if you're sick and you came in, you wanted to work.
Yeah.
But it's not best for your health. Go ahead and
The
go
other day when I was like, I need a 3-day weekend, and you're like, take it. I was like, oh, it's that easy?
Yes.
No, but of course
It is
not.
that easy.
But then if I did, I'd feel so guilty.
Well, because like also if it's not like you're sick, but if your mental health
Yes.
is
Right.
questionable, then
Yes.
it's like,
Well,
okay.
that's a whole new
You know what I'm
box
saying?
that was never open before.
No.
Can you imagine back in the day? Hey, what's up, man? Man, I need a mental health day, man. I'm not in the right frame of mind. Man, I ain't been in the right frame of mind for 25 years.
Get your bitch ass in here.
You need to get it. What you right frame of mind?
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, Rita says she ain't in the right frame of mind.
That's how it was.
Hey, we'll see you in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They did not care about mental health.
No.
No one even acknowledged it. And people were going through it then. But now it's real. I mean, it's always been real, but now people are like, listen,
Right.
sometimes you do just need that one day. That one day it'll make you a better person tomorrow if you took that one day today.
And if you work somewhere long enough, they know your track record.
Yeah.
Like, if I call Johnny now and tell him I'm sick, he knows.
I'm like,
I've been here 24 years. I've never called in. I'm sick.
Yeah.
But, like, some people, you call in sick, and you know he's like,
Oh, we had somebody on this show.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Here we go.
you're not coming. Hey, Johnny, you ain't coming in, right?
like, you build your reputation. You know.
I'm not feeling well. All right, take care. I knew what
Hey,
was
look,
going
and the
on.
train just gonna roll.
Yep.
And that,
train's
at
gonna
any
roll.
job, the train's
Yep.
moving
Yep.
with or without you.
Back then, they did not care. Man, I got 115 fever. I'm almost in a coma.
Hey, you can lay down during commercial breaks.
They did not care. I want to find out from you, are you one of those that, for you will go to work sick, or when you feel sick, you ain't going at all? What is your working when you're not feeling well? How do you follow that? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Got a pair of tickets to AJR at the Kia Center on May 10th. We want to find out, when you sick, do you call in or do you go to work? We want to find out from you. Call us now at Johnny's house. Sabrina Carpenter and Feather on a day where it's going to be raining this morning, and then the sun's going to come out. It's going to be very breezy by this afternoon. 78 is the high we're looking at. It's 72 right now. We're trying to find out if you're sick, do you go to work, or are you one of those to call in? Got some tickets to see AJR at the Kia Center on May 10th, but we need to find out from you first. From Umatilla. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good. So what do you do when you're sick?
Well, it's changed over the years, but it's my first time caller calling in, by the way.
We got a first-time caller! All right. It's a first-time caller. You get a first-time caller number. That's a first-time caller number that's just for you. And whenever you call in and say your name and your first-time caller number. Nerese, what is her number?
3100.
3100, and welcome to Johnny's house.
Thank you. Long-time listener, me, my kids, and my grandkids.
Oh.
I just retired last year after 43 and a half years.
Look at you. Well, thank you. Thanks for hanging with us.
So my rule, it's changed over the years, but what I would always kind of tell myself is if I didn't feel good, I get up and get a shower, and if I felt better, I go in. And that was all pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and, that changed things.
Yeah.
And then after COVID, if you came in, everybody give you the stink eye.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, that's pretty cool because some people just roll over and go, you know what? Not today. Not today.
Yeah. And I always had a rule that I called and spoke to the person. And then as I got closer to retirement, I would get up and say, oh, cough, cough. Yeah, I don't think I feel good. I'm not going in today.
Now, did you ever go to texting or did you continue to call?
No, it progressed to texting, but I always felt weird about doing that because, so many years, 43 years working, it was like, oh, no, I felt like I definitely had to call someone personally. But, yeah, it changed over the years.
Hey, but at the first time you did, you're like, wow, this is very easy.
Yeah, it's much better.
It was a lot easier not
guilt.
having to explain to anybody. So, but, we would, I was old school. I'd go into work.
I got you.
Well,
That's right. You go in.
That was my rule.
You got it. You hold on one second. Ray, what they saying over there?
It says, yes, I call out. You're always replaceable at work. And they said that in a heartbeat, you could be changed or your life could change. So if you don't feel good, don't go in. I'm a teacher. That's all I have to say about that. I don't know what that means. I feel like teachers probably get sick a lot because they're around.
For the kids.
The kids,
me.
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said I have to be damn near dead to go to stay home from work. But my wife and I argue when I'm home because she works from home. So sometimes I go to work sick just to go. And then someone said, I think it's hilarious that people think they have the option. He's like, I'm one paycheck away from living in my car.
Yeah.
So I can't call into work.
Yep. And the Reese live streaming.
Yeah, we got DJ Django BC. He said, if I was sick, I would still go in and hope they send me home. I haven't called off sick in 15 years.
All right. Evan, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to AJR at the Kia Center coming up on May 10th. Celebrity News, Ray.
Cardi B is now apologizing to LAPD.
Funny story on the way on Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So yesterday, I was telling you how Cardi B had been swatted.
And had to be outside bucky naked.
3 hours they had her out there butt naked, helicopters, everybody was at her house.
And no helicopter saw her outside butt naked.
Yes, no, absolutely not. And then Brian looked it up, and LAPD was like, absolutely not.
That
This
did
is
not
not
happen.
what happened.
Well, I heard another artist say, man, she yapping again, like that she was lying. So I'm like, wait a second, let me look into that.
Yeah, so the anonymous tip about her selling drugs and all that stuff went viral, but then she said, oh my gosh, OMG, no, this was a joke. I always do these jokes with my fans on Station Head. I guess it don't translate well on Instagram Live. Bad timing.
So,
and I'm like, you don't joke about that.
Here's my thing. Did the police ever go to her? Did they go to her house?
So Cardi B asserted that her interaction with the LAPD happened last month. It did happen.
Okay, something happened.
Yes.
Okay.
But when she first told the story on Monday, she was saying that it was an investigation into a fraudulent tip that somebody had made that she was selling drugs.
Okay.
She claimed that the officers arrived at her home and obviously got naked and all that stuff. They did come in contact with her, is what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as everything else, it was all a joke.
So they could have come by and said, hey, there's this thing that somebody's saying you're selling drugs. I ain't no drugs in here. Okay, we just had to come by. Have a good day. And she told the story that they came in, kicked the doors in, had her walking around outside for 3 hours butt naked.
Yes.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're victimizing yourself to the point where you actually look like you may be in trouble for doing something.
Yeah,
you know?
but if something happens, nobody's going to believe her now.
But it's like Cardi's team. I told you yesterday, if I worked for her, I'd quit. I'd be like, I quit. I can't control you. But she, they sent a formal statement saying the Instagram Live was taken out of context and there is no truth to this story. Apologies for any confusion.
Taking out of context. That's what you said.
There was nothing taken out of context. Her context was I was naked.
Verbatim.
Yeah. The police were like, seriously, like this has caused problems for us. We have a big enough image problem in the community, and now you out here talking about we got you buck naked
outside for 3 hours.
So I mean, there's that. So
And
sorry for actually reporting that and then her lying.
Well, we caught it quick at least.
We did.
And P. Diddy like, wait. So that is fake. That means now they're going to start talking about me again. Damn!
Yeah.
Damn!
I'll tell you one thing. P. Diddy is very lucky that boat or that ship hit the bridge.
Yes.
I am telling you.
Yes.
Anyways, Ludacris is hosting the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Luda!
And he said he was born for this. So he's very excited. He was opening up and he was like, there's no doubt that, obviously I deserve this. It's an honor and all that stuff. He's like, it's definitely a pleasure. But the iHeartRadio Music Awards, they're happening on Monday, April 1st. If you want to watch it, it's from 8 to 10.
We'll remind you.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of award presentations and a lot of people hitting the stage. Justin Timberlake, Green Day, TLC, Jelly Roll, Tate McRae.
I was asking Brian the other day. I think this is the one that has the biggest amount of
like headliners.
Yeah.
It is going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cher,
we've got Beyonce there.
Yeah. It's going to be on Fox 35 too, so you can watch it.
Yes. Also, real quick, Shaq went viral for supposedly hitting on Ice Spice. I don't know if you saw this. And then he was being called thirsty.
He has his own podcast. He said something.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He was basically saying that she's so damn fine, but he said, I was not hitting on her or trying to slide in the DMs. Just because I say hi don't mean I'm trying to slide in the DMs. And so he's basically saying that he wasn't making a play on Ice Spice on his podcast. He was trying to clear that
I
up.
wouldn't make it a play, but if she hit me back, I wouldn't be mad.
He said, I don't flirt like that. He's like, I was just saying hi and that she's fine.
That's how you flirt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but he's kind of a jokester. Like he's always been like kind of very outgoing, I guess, which could be, misconstrued as flirtatious.
Yeah.
So I could see where he'd be like, I wasn't really spitting game, y'all.
Yeah, but he also wanted to basically say that I want to show her some respect.
And I think you're saying my game a little bit better than that, y'all.
Yeah,
just
come on.
A little bit
I just said hi.
Come on now.
And she's fine.
And I wasn't outside butt naked for 3 hours with helicopters flying all over. All right, we come back. We're going to play the throwback game. If you never played it, don't understand, we'll explain it to you on Johnny's House. 7:09, it is Johnny's house. It's Thursday, just in case you did not know. Weather's going to be different. It's going to rain, then it's going to get breezy, then mostly cloudy, and then the sun is going to come out. I mean, somebody wrote a whole book on the weather today. 70% chance of that, 78 is what we're looking at as a high, and it's 72 right now. All right, tomorrow is when we start collecting those dresses, new gently used dresses, and we're going to distribute to 5 organizations that's going to be supporting local high schools right here in Central Florida. It's going to be at the Oviedo Mall. Now, we're going to be set up in the community room, but we'll be set up outside. The weather's going to be great if you just want to ride through. Some people have called and asked, can you bring them to the radio station? We're not set up for that. I don't know if you've been to iHeart lately. It's a big glass box. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to be set up. I know Oviedo may be far from people, but believe me, it's worth the drive knowing that you're helping young ladies in our community. We're going to start tomorrow from 9 until 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and then Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., and then we're going to distribute it to those organizations. We have volunteers for Saturday and half of Friday, so if you have some time to spend Friday just to help us, all you got to do is just people will drive up, you get the dresses. If they need a receipt, we'll write one for them, and then you let them on their way. The more dresses we collect, the more young ladies in our community we can help. All the information you need is go to babydj.org, and there's a Operation Princess Project banner and also a volunteer. So please, if you can, help us out and help us help the young ladies in our community, because prom is happening. Somebody had one last week.
Really?
And there's some this week. Yeah, they're spread out. So we want to get ahead of this, so if we can, please help us out and help us collect dresses for young ladies in our community. We would hate for someone not to be able to go because they didn't have anything to wear. And you can stop that because you know you got the dresses in the closet. You know you got it. It's going to take you about 15, 20 minutes. Come on out to Oviedo. Whoop, whoop. Go on about your day. Feel good. That's what it's Easter. Feel good. Do it. Here you go. Do it for the Lord.
That's the slogan.
Yes.
Do it for Jesus.
Do it for Jesus. He did it for you. Come on. Let's make it happen. All right, it's time to play the Throwback Game. We ask you questions in 4 different categories, and we call it Throwback Game because these questions are from back in the day. Got 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex for you. Now, the categories are movie premises. We'll give you some music, popular trivia, and then some TV trivia. And you get the most right, we're going to hook you up. Again, 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex are up for grabs, but you got to call right now if you want to play. If you never played before, if you played before, if you want to be a champion, now it's time to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's have some fun. If you never played, listen to it, because you can play again next week. Throwback Game, playing it now on Johnny's House. Rihanna, don't stop the music. If you want her to perform at your wedding, it's going to cost you about $9 million. And that's if she likes you. 7:24, it is Johnny's house. Shower's going to turn into mostly cloudy, then it's going to turn into a sunny day. 72 now, getting up to about 78 right now. Throwback game, we ask you questions from back in the day, and if you get the most right, we can give you an evening out with us, 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. But we must first find the amazing contestant calling us in from the land. Hey, Haley, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good. And how old are you, Haley, for the game?
38.
38. And have you ever played before?
Only in the car.
Only in the car. This is the first time doing it live on the air.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now we're going to ask you questions back in the day, and just get the answer right. That's all you got to do. Now, these movies, I'm going to give you movie premises, and they all star P. Diddy. P. Diddy was in these movies.
Stop.
He was in these movies.
And we're not talking about his home movies.
No, we're not. And if you listen closely, the title's in there because I'm sure you need a little help because you may not have heard some of these movies. Okay? So we're grading on the curve. All right, what movie was this? A record company intern is hired to accompany an out-of-control British rock star. His one job was to get him to the Greek.
Get him to the Greek.
There it is. See, it's just that simple.
It's actually a really funny movie.
It is pretty good. He was pretty good in that one, too. All right, what movie is this? An African-American family struggles with poverty, racism, and inner conflict as they strive for a better way, based on the play Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hinsberry.
Raisin in the Sun.
If you got that wrong, I was going to hang up on you. I pretty much gave it to you.
Yeah.
All right, music, Nerese.
All right, these are songs from the early 2000s. Give me the name of the song or the artist.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Haley.
Outcast.
There you go. You're doing well your first time around. Okay. Next one. All right, Haley, who you got?
Destiny's Child.
That is correct.
Wow, look at you. All right, 4 for 4 so far, halfway through. And now it gets harder with Ray.
In the 80s, this guy was the most popular action hero. He starred in The Terminator and Predator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Get to the chopper.
What taffy-like fruit candy featured a balloon on the wrapper and in their ads?
Lopez?
Laffy Taffy.
A Laffy Taffy. A Laffy Taffy.
I thought the taffy would give it to you.
Uh-huh. All right.
Sorry.
All right, and B.
All right, so some TV questions for you. This one's multiple choice, just in case you didn't watch the show. On Friends, which friend did not hook up with Janice? Was it Chandler, Ross, or Joey?
Joey.
Correct.
All right, all right.
And this late 80s sitcom tracks the life of the turbulent late 1960s and early 70s through the eyes of Kevin Arnold. It's narrated by the adult Kevin. It follows him as he faces his first love, Winnie Cooper, and the obstacles of life with his best friend, Paul.
Hey, Arnold?
Hey,
No,
Arnold.
I can see why you would think that, but no, it was the Wonder Years.
That's okay. You got 6 out of 8. You did great. You did great, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you hold on a second. Saying you didn't do good enough from St. Cloud. Rahani, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. And for the game, how old are you?
Ooh, 56.
56. And how'd you do that last round?
I did pretty good. I probably stumbled on one of them, but I think I did pretty good.
All right. Well,
and guys, I need a hype song this morning because I didn't get enough sleep last night.
hey, winning this contest would be a hype song for you, wouldn't it? Your adrenaline is flowing and you're on the radio right now. All right. Now, all these movies star P. Diddy. Listen closely. The title is in there somewhere, okay?
Yes.
All right. What movie is this? After a family tragedy in Monsters Ball, a racist prison guard re-examines his attitude while falling in love with an African-American wife of the last prisoner he executed.
Monster Ball?
There you go. All right. In the late 60s, in Carlito's Way, he emerges as the heroin czar of Harlem.
Carlito's Way.
There you go. I couldn't make them easier than that.
No.
All right. Nerese, music.
All right, these are songs from the early 2000s. Give me the name of the song or the artist. Yes.
All right. Good. There you go.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
Christy Aguilera.
Yeah.
Who?
I mean, she was.
Christine Aguilera.
Oh, okay.
She was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, y'all want to give it that? All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Halfway through once again. You're 4 for 4, but it gets harder with Miss Sandra Ray.
Okay, what's the name of the colorful egg-shaped keychain Japanese children's toy that left kids responsible for a digital pet?
TG. The TG thing. The TG necklace.
Keep spitting it out. We need to get there.
The TG toy.
The TG toy, Ray. The TG toy.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, the Tamagotchi thing.
That's on you, Ray.
I know. I'm going to say no because
No,
I don't know what the TG.
not
Sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. Okay, now you got this one. When you dialed star 69 on a landline, what did it do?
It calls back the last number that called you.
Yes, good job.
Nice.
That ended prank calls forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need, let me get this right. You need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
All right, so TV on Seinfeld, which of Jerry's friends did attend John F. Kennedy High School, class of 1971 with Jerry? Was it Elaine, Kramer, or George?
I'm going to take a guess and say it was George.
It was George. That is
Whoa,
correct.
now we have a tie.
Oh, no.
This is for the tie. If you get it wrong, we'll go to the tiebreaker. If you get it right, you win.
All right, this 80s sitcom tracks the life of medical prodigy Dr. Douglas Hauser, following through his problems of becoming the youngest surgeon in the country.
Dr. Doogie Howser.
That is the Doogie
Congratulations, you are the winner. You got yourself 4 tickets to the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Makes the most of your spring break. Visit Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex, the only place where you can meet an astronaut, touch a moon rock, and stand nose to nose with a real space shuttle Atlantis and more. Plan your visit now. Rihanna, congratulations. I hope that woke you up.
I wish I was Rihanna, but it's Rohani.
Rohani. Hold on, Rohani, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Listen, we come back. It goes down in the DM. We'll get to that on Johnny's house. 7:34. It is Johnny's house. Expect rain, and the sun's going to come out. It's going to get breezy. 72 now, getting up to 78. Don't forget the 17th annual Morgan & Morgan Walk for Wishes is happening today from 5 until 8. Lake Eola. Walk for Wishes is a nationwide Make-A-Wish fundraiser that celebrates the wishes that have already been granted while raising funds for future wishes. It's a family, dog-friendly event powered by the Wish family, volunteers, company donors, and friends. For more information, you can go to orlandowalkforwishes.org. It is going down today, just in case you can't go and you want to donate. orlandowalkforwishes.org. Huffington Post had some stories about some cringy DMs.
Yeah, so they had women submit like screenshots of DMs that they had actually received.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just random from first time ever speaking,
Just
sometimes
out of the
on
blue.
dating apps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of them were really funny. This woman, her name was Alyssa. She submitted one. She got DM'd from someone that said, "People call me Leonardo da Vinci because I can make you moan, Alyssa."
Oh.
So
my.
That was his.
Did he really think that was gonna be like, oh, that's so funny? How you doing?
I don't know. Another guy sent one to a girl and that said, "Just so you know, I need to know what you're bringing to the table. I don't think I'm interested in anything that I've seen so far. You're offering."
Ooh.
Wow.
What?
Like, do you think that they're gonna get a response? Like, oh yeah, this is also what I offer.
That's the
Like-
question I'm asking. Like, you know what? It's funny you said that because I'm looking at yours and you look like someone that I'd like to meet. So here's what I offer besides my beauty. Not gonna happen. Hey.
Yeah, it's wild. I can't imagine just randomly
Me
cold
either.
DMing anybody.
Me either. But see, I'm not one to just. I've never been, as I say, cold called a woman.
Right.
Just walked up to a woman and said, "Hey, listen, I find you extremely attractive. You don't know me, I don't know you, but I would love to get." I've never done that in my life, so I can't imagine hiding behind a keyboard and doing that to someone's DM.
You gotta have some sort of certain confidence in yourself.
Absolutely.
Or you to have the "I don't care" gene.
Right.
There's a lot of, my dad had the "I don't care" gene. He just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think or how you feel. I really don't care.
Your dad had that?
Oh yeah,
Really?
man. He did not care at all.
Good for him.
Yo, Dad, you can't be driving up in here in that beat up car, man. Them people don't pay my bills. I go. I want to go.
I had a
I'll pay
friend
taxes.
like that, but when it came to this, there were no DMs back then. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
there
yeah.
were, he would have been one of the guys sending this. He would try and throw lines at girls.
The law of averages.
10, 20 times a day, every time we hung out.
Can I read one that I got?
You got one?
I got one
A
because I'm on
cringy-
Hinge.
Cringy DM.
A little cringy, just
right.
only because this is like my third time literally opening the app within like 6 months
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay.
And I've matched with this guy like a few times.
Okay.
And he goes, "That's right. I'm over here thinking my weekend couldn't get any better. Then I match you." And I'm like, no.
Now here's
no.
the thing.
No,
Hold on,
no,
hold
but
on,
no.
hold on.
We have
Hold
matched
on,
many
hold on,
times.
Hold on. This goes back to an argument Brian and I've had long before you even got here.
Go for it.
If you found that he was an attractive fella, that would have been the most beautiful thing ever written.
It's cute.
But
Yeah,
the,
it's cute.
the mere fact that you say that he's cringy and he's not, he goes into that level. But he was someone that you're like, oh, if he had all the boxes appearance-wise that you like and he wrote that, you're like, that's the sweetest thing someone's ever said. Wow, I'd love to make your weekend. And it would go down that line. But the fact that it doesn't, he immediately becomes cringy.
Right. Compared to what you just read,
A little not as
to someone saying, "I don't think you have anything to bring to the table based on what I see. So what else are you offering?"
I mean, that's just like a level of disrespect. Like,
No. That is cute, and that is a cringy DM. There's
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
It's cute, but I find it cringing personally because
Yeah.
we have matched many
Many
times, and
times.
I'm like, oh,
I
how
mean,
many times do you do this? now?
Everyone finds what they find. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, wow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every time you talk, I can
And I guess
see why you don't have any.
Listen, I guess there's certain levels of cringy to different people. Cringy means
Yeah.
different things. Cringy is something that it makes you uncomfortable, but then you look at it like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
I think the ones that I got, like, they're just straight up like, "Are you single?"
Yeah.
Besides, like, the PP pics that I
Yeah.
don't get anymore, thank gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But somebody said, "Why do you like girls that look like dudes? Have you even tried a dude before?" And I'm like,
wow.
So Ray's supposed to say, you know what?
you know what? Since you're a dude, let's try it out.
Let's try
Yeah,
it.
I hadn't thought of that.
You
know
and
what? You're the guy.
I.
Yeah.
Like, I'll meet you at Savoy.
Wow.
Come on.
But there's people out there, I'm telling you, with the dating game, they do not care. Like Brian's friends. I have friends, they call it the law of averages.
Yes.
If I hit on enough girl, one will say yes.
I would tell him all the time, "How do you do that?" He's like, "Bro, I got 6 numbers today."
Goodness.
Now he went after 20.
Yeah.
But he got 6.
See, now, Nerissa, I'm going to take you back to the day how it was way back in the club days.
All right.
You had to ask a girl to dance.
Dang, that's crazy.
You had to roll, like if I saw you and your girl and that hot song came on, I'd say, hey, and then, and then at that point, I'm going to have to roll up on you.
Yeah. Now you don't ask. You just feel a crotch up against you.
The transition happened between Johnny's time and my time. Because when I started going to JJ Whispers, all you did was walk up and start hitting it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And if they liked it,
they back it up.
Yeah.
They back it up.
But
if they didn't,
they push you off.
They would turn away so you're on the side. And then if you didn't get the hint, you would go with them.
Yes. And then there were some dudes that didn't get the hint, so you're like, I'm going to the bathroom to get away from you.
And there was always one that had a big friend who goes, dude, back up.
Yes. Yes.
Damn, see, that's why nobody wants you. That's how it was, boy. Not anymore.
That was the cringy DM of our day.
Yes, the cringy. You look, be smile like, oh, somebody back there, and you like look back, and if you like him, you're like, oh yeah. But if you look back, it wasn't something you like.
Oh my God.
Ew, back up. And if you're real cool, you just slide on down the line. Until you find somebody that wanted to.
Johnny rolls up.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, this is my song. You want to dance?
Sure.
And then you take a little hand, come on out here, and you're like, yeah. So what's your name? Yeah, I ain't seen you here before. Yeah, really? Okay, yeah, I'm here with my boys. But check this out. You mind if I sing to you, baby? Here we go. Take a look at me.
Now, we had a friend that did that.
Give me one of my songs. My generation. It's straight up like come up behind you and like bend you over. I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Bend that,
I'm sorry.
Bend that over.
This is borderline assault.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good.
I've seen that. I'm just like, wow, the time.
Yeah, nothing. You just feel a crotch on your butt.
Hey, yeah. So that shows my male machismo.
Yeah, this is literally the aggression that come up against you.
I want to talk to you. I want to find out the cringiest DMs you've ever received. The cringiest one for sharing. Got a pair of tickets to AJR at the Kia Center May 10th. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text. The XL Mobile is 41067. Social media live stream. Cringy DMs you've received. We're going to hook you up with a night out on us, but we need to hear them. You got to read them to us. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Call us now on Johnny's House. 7:51. It is Johnny's House, Teddy Swim. Now, when, the reason we're going to announce that winner.
At 9 a.m. today before What's Trending.
All right, that is happening. It is 7:51. It's going to rain, then it's going to be cloudy. Sun's coming out. 78 is a high, 72 right now. Talking about cringy DMs. They go down in the DM. They go down. Don't look for that song. It's very, very dirty.
Yeah.
Very dirty. Got a pair of tickets to AJR at the Kia Center. I want to hear from you some cringy DMs that you've received. Nayeli, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
And how are you? Did we catch you sleeping? What were you doing?
I was actually dropping off my brother to school.
Really? You say goodbye, have a good day?
Huh?
Did you say goodbye and have a good day?
No. I said I was dropping off my brother to school.
Yeah, when he got in the car, he said, hey, goodbye, have a good day.
Oh, yeah.
No, you didn't.
Nah, just get out.
She's like,
No, you didn't.
Get out.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye. Good luck getting back. All right, so what went down in your DM?
So they think, so some people, since they see my profile on Instagram, they think I'm Hispanic, and they automatically think to follow me and text me and say, but in Spanish, and I don't like Spanish, like, lines.
You don't like Spanish people?
And they, like, not Spanish people, but Spanish lines. Like, they pull, like, lines in Spanish, and I don't like it. But
Do you know?
say-
Okay.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah. Do you know what they're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what they're saying. I speak Spanish. I understand it,
Got it,
but
okay.
like I don't like the lines they do.
I'm just curious. Can you throw me one?
Yeah, let me hear a Spanish
yeah.
line.
Can you,
Say it in Spanish.
a Spanish line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones you don't like, but make sure it's clean.
Hola, mi niña preciosa, ¿qué quieres andar hoy?
I mean, that's just saying, like, hey, pretty girl, like, what you doing today?
She don't like it.
Okay, but that was no different than what that guy said.
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
It sounds a little better.
I thought it
but
was
in
going to be
Spanish,
like
I don't like it.
La fiesta en a pantalones.
Right, exactly. My pantalones el fuego.
They automatically go with you want to hang out
said, "Shut up,
sometime, but I don't know this person.
You seem you seem like you're upset that they're Spanish.
No, they're not. I'm not upset because they're Spanish. I'm upset because they're talking to me like that.
She knows it's a pickup line.
So what would be a good way to pick you up, Nayeli?
In English?
Only like I don't know.
Hello.
If they did just the hola part, you'd be good.
Hola part would be good. That's all.
How about this? Hola, ¿cómo te llama?
Me llamo Nayeli.
There we go. All right, I'm in there.
Now you're in.
I'm in there.
Now you're in. Now drop the pants line like Ray said. The fiesta and the pantalones. Throw that in there.
You hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. She said, hit on me. Just English, please. Carly, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let me hear what went down in your DM.
So, it wasn't a DM, but on Tuesday, mind you, it's my birthday also. On
Happy
Tuesday,
birthday.
I went up to, thank you.
Mhm.
I went to a coffee shop, and as I'm walking up, I hear, damn, she got a fat ass.
I mean, that is a compliment.
Hey,
That's a compliment.
Hey, did you look back and you see Johnny Magic standing there?
Yeah, it does sound just like Johnny.
I have said that before.
Yeah, multiple times.
I have. Years ago, hey. Carly, what kind of britches were you wearing?
I wear denim shorts. Like, that's all I wear is denim
Apple
shorts.
bottoms.
I mean, I know. I know I got a big butt.
I know you do.
There you go.
He's like, she's like, who you telling,
Yeah.
dude? I'm carrying this thing around. I know.
So when that person said that, did you smile or did you just not acknowledge it and walk out?
I looked because I heard it, and I'm like, like it's disgusting. I don't like it. It's not a way to pick somebody up, and plus I'm married, so it's like if you're looking at my butt, and then you also saw the big old rock on my hand walking by near my butt, like
They don't see that.
Yeah.
And most people don't care.
No, that's sad.
God, yeah, it's creepy. I don't like it. It grosses me out. Like I don't see how that works for anybody.
What did they say? Hola, gran trasero. That would have been okay?
No.
Now,
That was right, wasn't it?
Now, Carly. Now
I'm impressed,
you know that there are women that go on to Miami to get booties like yours. You know that, right?
I do.
They're spending big money, and you're sitting there just ashamed of yours.
Well,
it's just genetics for me, but
Yeah. She said she ain't ashamed. She got a man.
Yeah.
that he did say that's the first thing he noticed about me once we started dating.
See, there you go.
What if they said, "Hola, bajate los pantalones"?
I don't know what that means.
It means drop your pants.
She said.
Ray's bringing up 8th grade Spanish all over again.
Yeah, Senorita Bell.
There you go.
Shout out to you.
There you go.
Lake Mary High School.
Ray's, all I remember is Ike Cinco Elefantes. All right, Ray.
All I know is pantalone. Everything with my pantalones.
I know where's the bathroom. That's all I know.
And my birthday.
Ray, what they say over there? What's going down in the DM?
Somebody said that the most frequent one that they get is people offering money to see their pictures of their feet. So like nowadays, instead of sending the D pics, it's like more like, I'm gonna send you this money if you send me this.
Wow.
Send me these pictures.
Boy, that flipped quickly.
Mhm.
When did this whole feet thing occur? It just went mainstream. B, what did it say?
You made it mainstream.
Johnny's just mad because now they're biting his style. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newman. In a wreck. Need a check.
Por favor.
In a wreck, need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said, and this is the worst. Someone DM'd me, first time, never spoke to him before, and said, could I please put my phone down in my area so he could speak to my vajayjay?
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop it.
Y'all are some creeps out there, boy.
Let me talk to it.
The person on the mobile, because that person said that to you and we're offended, we're going to hook you up with some tickets. Check out AJR at the Kia Center coming up on May 10th. Ray Celebrity News.
Wow. Kenan Thompson actually opened up about the Nickelodeon documentary.
All right. Info on the way, Johnny's out.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando.
This is The Weekend.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Johnny's House, mornings. Orlando's #1 hit music station all day.
1067.
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So I was telling you that there is another episode of the docuseries about the Nickelodeon stars and everything. And so those accusations with like Drake Bell and all of that, Quiet on Set is going to have another episode. But Kenan Thompson, who was, he got to start on Kenan and Kel, and he was on all that.
All of them were around that time.
It was around that time. So he was on like a... I don't remember what time frame he was on all that, but it was still like part of that whole network around that time frame. So anyways, Kenan Thompson was on the Tamron Hall show, and they were talking about it. They were talking about the Quiet on Set docuseries and everything, and he said that it's supposed to be a safe place for kids.
Yeah.
And to hear all of that is just like, how dare you, to hear executives being able to do that to people. He said, it's tough for me because I can't really speak on things that I never witnessed. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Because all these things happened after I left, basically. So he was like one of the OGs.
Yeah.
He did say that Dan Schneider, one of the guys that is like has the
He's
most
been arrested,
accusations.
Right?
So
has he gone to jail?
No, the other guy.
Oh, okay, I get those confused.
The Bell guy was arrested and did some time, but Dan Schneider is the one that was. He did like the massages and stuff, and he was very vulgar on set.
He created everything, so he was the showrunner.
Yes.
He never physically did anything, but he kind of fostered an environment where all of this happened.
He was the one that came out and said I was a jerk, but I ain't doing anything.
Yes, but he was the one that was part of the writer's room where he would like be like, okay, I want them to suck their toes. I want them to put peanut butter and pour water on themselves and all that stuff. So he said that Dan wasn't really on Kenan and Kel like that, like how he was with other things. He said, he got credited by credit, obviously, but it was a different showrunner, so our words in our like worlds weren't really overlapping. And so he was basically saying that all that he was part of it, but he never witnessed and really worked with him. He said, my heart goes out to anybody that's been a victim or their families. He said, I think it's good that the documentary is out there. It's putting things on display, stories that need to be told for accountability's sake. So it sounds like he's really like on board with people coming out and talking about their experiences. And he's just like, it's tough to watch, obviously. He's got fond memories of Nickelodeon. And if that's where he started and...
What he's saying is that on our show, we had a very good time. We enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
Right next door, all this stuff was going on, and he hated to hear it because now it's messing with his image of what it was,
Beyonce has revealed the star-studded track list for her album.
Okay.
Yep, so people are very excited. It is dropping tomorrow. Cowboy Carter is what it's called. And so what we've heard is that the album contains 27 tracks, including, it's a lot.
Is that what you call a double album?
I mean, usually.
Yeah, back in the day.
27 tracks, including her first collaboration with Willie Nelson.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's called Smoke Hour Willie Nelson.
Is Dolly on there?
Her rendition of Dolly Parton's Jolene.
Okay.
Other songs that are on the album are called Spaghetti, Levi Jeans, Blackbird.
All those countries.
So, but if you look at it, all the song titles have two I's in them, and that's supposed to be like her next act in her trilogy.
Like Carter 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's dropping tomorrow. Curious to see how it plays out.
Interesting. I mean, with the Beehive, it's going to be successful because they're going to get it. She decided to drop a reggae album. It'll be number one because they love her.
And maybe she will. Maybe she's trying to hit every genre there is.
Music and become number one in all those. All right. Look, you can tell we're in a small town when Lenny Kravitz stops at Buc-ee's, and it's on every newscast.
Everywhere.
And it's going to be on ours because we're going to talk to a young lady who got the photo with him. Coming up next. 8:07 is Johnny's house. Shower is going to turn into partly cloudy, then sunny. Day to day, 78 is what we're looking at. It's still 72 right now. You know you live in Smallville when Lenny Kravitz gets off a tour bus and goes into Buc-ee's and it's top story all over the place.
Everywhere.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, he did walk into Buc-ee's like he was shooting a music video, though.
He did.
Hair flowing, glowing.
I feel like that's just what he looks like.
It is. He's like amazing.
Now I want to say good morning to Danielle. Hey, Danielle, how are you?
Good morning, Johnny.
I haven't talked to you in years. How are you and Tony?
I know, buddy. We're great, thank you. We're doing very well.
Now, I saw your, I don't follow anybody on Facebook, but yours just happened to come by, and I saw that, and I'm like, wow, that's a very good Lenny Kravitz impersonator. Because I'm like, Lenny Kravitz at the Buc-ee's. Right. But I look at yours, and not only did you take pictures with him, you gave him a hug, you met your kids, and so how did this happen? Did the word come out in Buc-ee's that he was there, or did you see him and say, hey, that's Lenny Kravitz?
Well, I'm not going to lie. When it was all said and done, I thought to myself, was that an impersonator or not? But,
yeah.
Because he had a videographer following him around. But we just, Tony, I, Nico, and Maxim, we were at New Smyrna. It was a rainy day, and we're like, let's go to Buc-ee's,
Uh-huh.
So we just rolled up at 5 o'clock-ish. And we always kind of divide and conquer. So Tony took Nico, and I had Maxim, and we're shopping. And all I hear is Tony go, Danielle, get over here with urgency. And I thought it was up with Nico. So I grabbed Max, I ran, and they looked at me. He's like, it's Lenny Kravitz. And I looked, and I was like, oh, I just about died. And I said, oh, my goodness. So I grabbed Max. My instinct was just to run up to him. He was really cordial, man. He was super nice. Everybody was trying to stop him. I caught him, I think, at the tail end as he was just kind of exiting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I saw your video. You stopped him. Hey, Lenny, hey!
You ain't going nowhere. Never miss an opportunity, Johnny.
No, I saw that. That is so cool. I'm like, wow. And then once I saw it again, I'm like, wait, that really is Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. And I told him, I tried to get Nico in the video, but he was mortified that I was actually But Max went with me, but so I just kind of grabbed his hand. It was funny because we were just talking about him a couple days prior because we watched the Bob Marley movie, and my youngest plays the guitar, and I was telling about Lenny Kravitz, and anyway, so it was just so ironic. But he walked in there smooth like butter, it was definitely. He had that vibe.
I know.
It was him.
He just has this coolness about him.
Just the dude.
Yeah.
My wife would have jumped the Buc-ee's counter, took the knife they carve up the hand with, stabbed me in the neck, and then left with Lenny Kravitz.
Wow.
When he came in, I was like, I just kind of said, God bless you, because I was so grateful he took the second to stop. And he stopped, and he was so taken aback a little bit that I said that. And that's when he came in and gave me a hug and told me, God bless you. And I was like, I'm dying right now.
Wow. That is so cool.
Awesome. Never wash these clothes again.
Now, seeing that we're in Smallville, how many news outlets have reached out to you?
I've had 2 so far. Honestly. I was on Fox News last night.
Yeah.
I had it in, the Daytona Journal. Well, I posted it on my, I'm a new home consultant for Lennar Homes in Orlando, so I just kind of started my TikTok. So I posted it on TikTok on Friday at Danielle Fatigate New Homes.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
Hey, but that's the kind of thing that'll blow you up.
On my Facebook, too, if you'd like. And it kind of, I have 226,000 views, so I think that's how they found me. Yeah, I mean, for me,
that is so cool.
I think I'm famous. It's
that is so.
It's a win-win.
I love Orlando. I've been here for years, and you can tell when you're small when Lenny Kravitz stops at the convenience store and news outlets need to talk to you. Mm-hmm. And I'm calling you. Yeah. I'm texting you at 5 o'clock in the morning. Danielle, can I talk to you today?
I'm like, anything for you, Johnny. Let me get my coffee.
No, we appreciate you. And I told you, go ahead and plug where you work again. That's fine.
Lennar, Orlando. I'm a new home consultant. Anyone looking for a home, you can Danielle Fatigate New Homes. You can find me.
All right. Well, look, thank you. Tell the family we said hello, and we'll get together soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. That's too funny, man. We are in Smallville.
Yeah.
When I first thought, I was like, that's a really good Lenny Kravitz impersonator.
That's the first thing I thought, and then it was on his social media. So we're like, well, it can't be fake. It's got to be really Lenny Kravitz.
Yes.
And it's just funny that he ran into her because we go so far back with her.
Way back.
I mean, back to the first Doc and Johnny cruises.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Back in the day.
Yes, that is so cool, man. So welcome to Orlando. If you're a rock star and you stop in a convenience store, you will make the news. and get 200.
He did walk through Buc-ee's like he was the deal, though.
He seemed like the kind of person that if you didn't know who he was, his energy and his aura were like,
Magnetic.
who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that? All right, speaking of that, we've always said what we want to do is, they won't get us a billboard, so we do our own research. And we were at the St. Patrick's Day broadcast, and this lady showed us a photograph of Ray Park close to me. Norris was around a row over, and we all met, and we was walking into the event together. And this lady, through her car, took pictures of us.
Yeah.
Not with us, not with her, but just.
And she sent them to her friends. Look, they just got here.
Yeah. So my thing to you is, when have you seen us, or where have you seen us and we did not see you? Where were we that you didn't come up and say hello, but we were there and you saw us there? Where were we? You saw us, but we didn't see you. And tell us about it. Got to hook somebody up, a pair of tickets to Aquatica Orlando and some parking passes. Where were you when you saw us and we did not see you? And if you took a picture, I want to hear about that too, because it kind of weirded us out when we saw that photo. But we want to hear from you, doing a little research. Where were you when you saw us, but we did not see you? And individual, on the show. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can't get through, you can text the XL Mobile. It's 41067. Social media live stream. Where were you when you saw one of us, but we did not see you? Pair of tickets to Aquatica and parking passes. Hit us up. We want to find out where on Johnny's House. That's Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer, 824. This is Johnny's House. Thursday, overcast, rain's going to stop, mostly cloudy. Then the sun's going to come out to a beautiful day later on this afternoon, getting up to close to 80, 73 right now. All right, doing our own research. We want to find out, when did you see us, but we did not see you. You were just too shy to say hello, or we're just doing something. You ain't want to say hello. A pair of tickets to Aquatica Orlando and some parking passes will hook you up. From Orlando, Tamara, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Who did you see? You saw them, but they didn't see you.
So I saw Ray at the, I want to say, Altamont Mall years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was her twins. I'm assuming it's their first Christmas because they were very tiny.
Oh, yeah.
And they were getting Santa pictures. Yeah, and I saw her, I saw Missy, I saw the twins, and I was with my husband and my kids, and we were just, like, fanning like crazy. Didn't know if we should say hi or...
You ain't say anything? You ain't take a photo?
We were excited.
You ain't take a photo from a phone?
No, we did not. We didn't. I didn't want to be creepy.
Aww.
But we did get to see the babies, and it was so cute because we heard about them from her, thinking about them and everything. So we were just so excited to see them, and we got to watch them take Santa pictures. It was really cute.
Yeah, we're there every year.
Every year.
Altamont Mall.
Yeah, I saw when they were really, 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 really tiny. It was like their first Christmas.
Yeah.
So cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you hold on a second. All right. From Longwood, Megan. Megan, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, where did you see us, but we did not see you?
So I was at Planet Fitness, and Brian was outside at like a little like setup tent, I guess, that you guys had there. And I was working out like right behind the glass, right behind him, and my boyfriend was there too, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Brian!" I started like fangirling. I'm like, "Oh my God!"
You didn't go and say hello?
No, I was. Well, Brian said that he doesn't like to talk to people.
Oh my God!
Well, in this case, I was working because it was an appearance for the grand opening.
So, okay, listen, Megan.
I was so scared. I was like, "Oh."
Megan and anybody else listening, okay, you listen to the radio now. Do you honestly think if you'd have gone up and said hello to Brian, Brian would have gone, "Ah, don't talk to people, ah"?
No, I think I would have been awkward, though, because I was like, oh, my God.
So here's
so nervous.
The funny thing about me is I am pretty antisocial. Someone on the mobile actually saw me and said I couldn't believe that he's actually right. He doesn't talk to people.
Yeah.
And I don't. But if you were to come up to me and say hi, I love that.
Yeah.
What I don't like is small talk. But that's like a meet and greet interaction. I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably would have been fine. I was just like, what am I going to say? Like, hey, I listen to you.
Get away from me! Get away from me! I don't talk to people! He would never do that. Say hello. Hold on one second. From St. Cloud, Miguel.
What up, Johnny?
What's up? Where did you see us and we didn't see you?
I would see you all around town, but never went up to you to say hi because I'm not that type of person that, sweats people based on their profession because it's your job.
Okay.
And so I never wanted to bother you, but I finally saw you. I was with my wife at the Dave Chappelle show by the bar, and I finally saw you. Actually, my wife saw you. She goes, "There's Johnny." I said, I don't want to go up to him, and then I said, finally, I'm gonna go up to him and say hi. But the reason why I wanted to say hi to you is because I've always respected you as a man based on the situation and how you handled. The way you handled the situation with your son.
Oh, okay.
And I've always respected that.
Thank you.
As you as a man. So I finally just went up to you. I'm not sure if you remember, but I finally went up to you and said, look, I respect you not based on you being on the radio, but you as a man and how you handle the situation with your son.
And I said, get away from me. Ah! No, I didn't. I do remember you, man, and it was so kind of you to say that, and I appreciate that. And you did. You came across as sincere. Hey, man, ain't about what you do on the radio. I just want to say hello for you for the respect that I have for you as a man. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's nice.
That was pretty cool. But no, thank you for that, Miguel. I do remember, man. You hold on one second, and we got one more. Lindsay.
Hi.
When did you see us and we didn't see you?
It was about 10 years ago. My husband and I saw Brian and his wife at the Bacon 5K run.
Nice.
That's amazing that y'all remember that. That's so crazy. Wow.
They had bacon at every station, like with the water.
That's when bacon was hot.
Yeah.
That bacon was all over. Everything was bacon. Wow.
Yes, my husband trained just so we could do that 5K. We're not runners, but we just wanted to run around and
eat the bacon.
Oh, yeah, run around and eat bacon. Hey, there was a point where bacon was through the roof. Everything had bacon on it. Everything. Bacon, bacon, bacon. All right, hold on a second. Ray, what'd they say?
I saw Johnny at Gaylord Palms, the ICE event.
Mm-hmm.
It was a PR day, and we got to take pictures and meet the sculptors and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They
sat next to
before they
you.
opened it. Yeah, I remember that.
I saw Brian at the Planet Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
I once stood behind Brian and his wife at Lime Mexican Cantina.
Oh, La Cava and Epcot probably.
Yeah. All right. B, what they saying over there?
XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a jet call Dan Newland. Let's see. A lot of people see me around Winter Garden and stuff.
Yeah.
All the stuff that opens up over there. Somebody, my son went to the same school.
Okay,
so they saw me at a bunch of school events. Someone saw you, Johnny, sitting outside Corona Cigar Bar.
Yep, that's where you find me.
They were driving by, so they didn't want to say anything. Someone said they saw Detroit going old school back in the day at the race with her husband, and it was the day after the cookies incident on the list.
Oh.
They said I wanted to walk up to her and just say cookies and keep walking, but I didn't do it, which is pretty
That
funny.
would have been mean.
And someone said they sat next to my son at the Drake concert, but they didn't want to be weird and say, hey, I listened to your dad's show.
Everybody's so shy. Nerese, what'd they say?
Kelly said, my daughter, who's listened since she was a baby, saw BG on Monday and said that she thought he was tall and skinny, but different.
Yeah, no.
That theater of the mind.
I'm short and slightly bigger than skinny.
All right. Tamara, the first one that called in, saw Ray at the mall with the babies. Going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to Aquatica Orlando and some parking passes. We'll do more research next week on Johnny's House. $8:34, Johnny's House. We come back. We want to talk about some life lessons or some things that you were taught that you'd like to share with others. Helping you out on a Thursday on Johnny's House. 8:37. It's Johnny's house. It's Thursday. Having fun on a Thursday, even though it's kind of dreary outside. But you can see that the weather is changing. Rain's going to stop. Then it's going to be mostly cloudy. Then those clouds are going to go away. And then the sun is going to come out. 73 right now and getting up to 78 as a high. Now, Nerese, where did you see this list of life lessons?
Yeah, so I follow this page called Wealthy, and it kind of gives you like all these like advices and stuff on how to like be successful in life. And I saw this post that said, my dad once told me by the age of 35, you should be smart enough to, and then it gives you like all these lists. And one of them is stay silent. Not everything needs to be said. Number 2, if you find someone smarter than you, work with them. Don't compete. Competition is weakness. So
wow,
it keeps going on for like 10 more lists.
Really? What's a life lesson that because you always talk about how strong your mom is, so I'm assuming she just laid down some life lessons to you.
Oh my God. And this is the one that I think honestly has been engraved in my head and has made me become this independent, strong woman that I am. She told me once, and my sister, she said, the money that you make will never get up and leave you, but a man can.
Damn!
Yes. And obviously my parents went through divorce.
Yes.
You know, my mom has struggled for a very long time to keep the family together. And I saw it firsthand, and I walked away, wanting to always do whatever I could for my mom and then for myself. So
wow.
Yeah. A man can always get up and walk away, but your money never will.
My dad used to tell me something for years, and you understand, my dad grew up in the South, and he used to tell me stories like he couldn't even buy gas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he would always say this. He would say, and this is when I was running track in school, and even to this day, before he died, he said, son, I want you to always, he said, I don't ever want you to think you're better than anybody else, but I always want you to know you're just as good as everybody. And I'm like, the hell are you talking about? Until it sunk in, it's like, no matter what success you have, don't let it go to your head. But just know that, life's going to try to beat you down, but just know you're just as good as anybody else out there. And I was like, man, that's deep. But back in the day, I don't know. You said over and over and over and over again until I finally, in my 50s, got it. Right. What about you?
I have 2. I have one from my grandpa. My grandpa was always saying, like, don't say anything about somebody else that you don't want to be said about you.
That's big.
So I always thought, like, I would never talk badly about somebody because I don't want them to talk badly about me.
Isn't it crazy when you hear those things? At first, they just sound like some old sayings.
Yes.
Don't do this. And then when you get a little older, you realize exactly what they're saying. He's saying, I'm going to stop you from a lot of pain that could happen in your life if you do this. What was another one?
And the other one was one of my guidance counselors in high school. I remember talking to her about feeling like I have to compete with all these people or like everybody's better than me and all that stuff. And she was always talking about you should never compete. You should collaborate. And that was like the one thing that I brought into this industry too, because like when I first got here, I felt like I was competing with like all the females in the business.
Radio was different back then.
Yeah,
it was more of a competition.
I'm like, why do we have to compete? Why can't we just like help each other and collaborate?
Yeah, so a lot of the older people in the industry, they had to learn that because you got to understand each station stood alone, so everybody was competing against everybody. Right, and then they put us all in one building and say, okay, be friends. And even now, we side out each other. Everybody's nice to each other. Everybody's cool, but it's like,
I want everyone to do well, just not as good as me.
Brian has said that
openly. I want them all to win. Yes. I just want to win a little bit more. That's all.
And Brian, what do you have one of those life lessons?
I didn't really have a dad growing up, so my grandpa used to always tell me work ethic is the one thing you can control. Like some people might be smarter, some people might be better looking, all that stuff. But if you can control how hard you work. So that's maybe why I do what I do. And my mom was always, it was very simple, it wasn't one of the sayings, but she just always, every time something got thrown at us, because a lot of stuff did, her thing was, we'll figure it out. And that's the way I've always lived. I'll figure it out. Like it's going to be bad, good, whatever. I'll figure it out.
If you really believe that and buy into it, you get rid of a lot of stress.
I never believed it or bought into it, but it always happened.
Yes, yes. No matter what it was, it worked out.
We always figured it out.
We figured it out.
Because she worked 3 jobs. Well, we'll figure it out. Lights don't work. We'll figure it out.
I'm sure when she told you there was a piece about it, like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Not like, we'll figure it out, son. It was just like,
always figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And you figured it out.
And I tell my son all the time, bro, don't relax. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But how?
It is actually a very calming thing to hear whenever you feel like your life or like your world is crumbling.
Yeah.
And you hear that, it's gonna,
The crazy thing is that today people will hear some news that they don't want to hear, or something will happen, and you have to get outside your norm. What you fear is the fear of the unknown. Yeah. Right now you live in a habit of go to work, do this. But if any of those things change, and it wasn't because you wanted it to change, your first mind is to go into panic mode. Like, okay, what am I going to do? Yeah. But once you sit down and take a breath, You figure it out.
That's like the definition of anxiety, though.
Yes.
The fear of the unknown.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got to focus on the long-term part of it, not the short-term part of it. Like, this will all work out.
It will.
Not the way you had planned, perhaps.
Yeah.
But it will.
Yeah. I'm telling you that I'm a living example. Sometimes some of the worst things that happen in your life, once you get through it, could be the best thing that happened in your life. But when you're going through it, you're like, what the heck is going on? We want to hear some of those life lessons from you that we can share with others, and hopefully somebody hears something and you go, you know what? I needed to hear that today. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, because we want to talk to you and we have questions. But if you can't get through and you still want to leave your life lesson, you can text the XL Mobile. It's 41067. Live stream is coming through today. We want to hear your comments, and we'll throw it up on social media, and you can read it there. But we want to hear from you some of those life lessons you heard and it made sense. We want to share it with someone. Somebody